Hello, greetings to every one of you, and then welcome to today's lesson. We are going to be looking at the topic administrative police. So get ready. Make sure you have a notebook beside you and a pen because you have to be writing down what you understand from my explanation, and then after which you also have the notes, the audio lecture questions for you to answer to test your understanding. So we're going to be looking at the topic administrative police. And today in this lesson, we are going to demystify a lot as far as administrative police is concerned. So I'm going to walk you through the lesson outline. We're going to first of all take the whole notion of administrative police. What is administrative police all about? In doing that, we'll look at the object of administrative police. We'll look at the under the object of administrative police. We'll look at the concept of public order. We'll look at the components of public order, and under that we'll have public tranquility, we'll have public safety, we'll have public health. Then after looking at that, we'll go ahead to distinguish between administrative police and judicial police. So you will need to know the difference that exists between an administrative police officer and a judicial police officer. So you will know who is an administrative police and who is a judicial police, because policing is an activity that's broadly divided into these two. At a particular point in time, we'll even talk of municipal policing, and that's one of the topics that we're going to look at. We're going to look at municipal policing. So, but today we shall rather compare judicial police and administrative police. That we are looking at the central police. Now, when we go to municipal policing, we also have administrative municipal police, and we have judicial municipal police. So you have a lot to understand as we move through this lesson. So looking at that distinction, we'll look at the substance of the distinction. That's the substantive difference between the administrative police and the judicial police. They will also look at what? The relativity of this distinction. That is to say, the relative difference that exists between administrative police and a judicial police. After doing this, we'll be free to now talk on police authority. Who is an administrative police authority? As a result, we'll now talk of administrative police authority with national competence, administrative police authority with local competence, administrative police authority with what? With special competence. We're going to look at those ones. Yes, by the time we must have looked at those things, we'll now discuss on the powers of the administrative police in matters of policing. That is, what are the powers of the administration? When we talk of the administration here, we mean the administration of the country. That is, right from the president of the republic, yes, the prime minister, the various ministers, the governors, they form the central administration. So what role do they play when it comes to matters that are relating to policing? We're going to look at that one. Under that, we'll look at their regulatory power. We'll look at their requisition power and their execution power. Then we'll look at the limitation of police powers. From there, we'll look at the limits of administrative police powers. What are their limits? What are the limits of administrative police power? Then under that, we'll have the respect of the principle of legality. We have the judicial control of police measures, and that is going to end our lesson for today. So let's get started. What is policing? Policing is an activity. Policing is an activity. Policing is not a person. Police is not a person. Police is an activity. So policing just simply refers to any activity that is directed towards the maintenance of law and order. That's the definition of policing. When we talk of police, whether you're an administrative police, a judicial police, a municipal police, all your activities, what you are doing, they are all directed towards the maintenance of law and order. So policing simply refers to any activity that is primarily directed towards the maintenance of law and order. So that gives you the duty of police authorities. Their duty is to what? To maintain law and order, and they have their own different ways in which they maintain this law and order. For example, the administrative police authorities, they have their own, the way they maintain law and order is different from the way judicial police authorities, they maintain their own law and order. For example, when we look at administrative police authorities, the way they maintain law and order is by way of regulation. They take regulatory measures. That is, you see them, they mostly release arrêtés, like communiques, to maintain law and order in a particular sector. They can say nobody during corona period, you remember, no taxi man should carry more than 3 people in his taxi. No gathering of more than 50 persons. Those were activities that were directed to the maintenance of law and order, and it was being taken by administrative police authorities. But now, when we talk of judicial police, these people are the ones who pursue, they go after people that have already broken the law, the regulations that were being put in place by the administrative authority. They say don't carry more than 3 people in your taxi. Now you have carried. So now the people that will pursue you, arrest you, and bring you before the competent authority for your own punishment, they are now called the judicial police authority. So you see, the manner in which they maintain law and order is different. Now, we are still discussing the notion of policing. And I believe you are understanding a lot. So begin to write down those things you are understanding. You read the note, you still write down what you are understanding. Listen to the audio lecture, you still write down what you have understood. You answer the questions, you have problem, you get to us, we'll answer your question, you still write down what you have understood. As at the end of the day, you understand practically a lot as far as policing is concerned, or more specifically, administrative police. The concept of police often carries restrictive and repressive measures. However, this perspective does not accurately reflect reality. To comprehend administrative police, it is essential to analyze its notion, identify the responsible authorities, examine the regime of the acts of police, of administrative police, and then determine the limit or the limitations that administrative police authorities they have, their limitation or their loopholes. Now, first thing first, to grasp administrative police conceptually, it is necessary to adopt a trilogical approach. What do we mean by the trilogical approach? It means we have 3 thinking, we have 3 thoughts. Here we have 3 school of thoughts, that is 3 different logics. That is 1, to identify the object, 2, distinguish it from the judicial police, and then 3, determine the various forms of administrative police. So by the time you have done, you have analyzed this, the notion of administrative police trilogically, you have you will better comprehend, you will better understand conceptual meaning, the conceptual meaning of administrative police. So number 1, we identify the object. We identify what exactly is administrative police. We distinguish between administrative police and judicial police, and then we now give their various the various forms of policing that exist. So now let's go ahead and let's look at the object of administrative police. Now, looking at the object of administrative police, I'll be saying that the primary purpose of administrative police is to maintain public order. Simple, to maintain law and order. This concept is complex and has multiple constituent elements. we were talking about maintenance of order, maintaining a public order. What do we mean by public order? So let's now look at it. We are going to discuss the concept of public order. Public order is the obligatory object of administrative police. In other words, administrative police aim to maintain harmony within society throughout the state. This is the fundamental obligation of administrative police, or in fact, the fundamental obligation of policing. The reason why police exist, they are there to maintain law and order. They are there to maintain public order between you and I, you and your neighbor. They are there to maintain public order between the various society throughout the various societies in the particular state. For example, like Cameroon, the police, they are there to maintain public order. Now, what are the components of public order that we're talking about? So I'll be saying that public order has all right, sorry for that disturbance. I was saying that public order have evolving content. Mean that the content of public order, they evolve with time. It is influenced by time and place. Public order is influenced by what? Is influenced by time and place. And public order is not stable. It changes according to situation and political regimes. However, public order is not an elusive concept. It has constituents that allow it to be characterized. So under public order, under the component of public order, we are going to name it as public tranquility. When we talk of tranquility, it means like peace, public tranquility in various towns, in the various villages, in the order in the streets. That's what we mean by tranquility. Now we can talk of public safety. This public safety is just measures to prevent or guarantee safety. As a matter of fact, guarantee safety. That is, it is a preventive measure against the commission of crimes, commission of misdemeanors, and so on. Then we can talk of public health. Public health here also refers to a fight against contagious diseases and epidemics. So you see that police authorities, their duty in maintaining public order, number one, they maintain public tranquility. Number two, they maintain public safety. Number three, they maintain what? Public health. So that's their duty. And we are coming to a time very soon to be talking on who exactly is this administrative police authority, because as I'm even explaining now, the person you are looking at to be an administrative police authority is not an administrative police authority until you understand what I'm about to say. Since 1995, the French Supreme Administrative Judge has considered respect for human dignity a component of public order. So if we were to consider it here, we'll add number 4, respect for human dignity. But you will see that if you want to consider it, it can also fall among either number 1, number 2, or number 3. So as a result, we'll maintain that our 3 like that: public tranquility, public safety, and public health. Okay, now what now will be the difference between an administrative police and a judicial police? It's good to understand. So pay attention here. The distinction is real. Yes, the distinction between the administrative police and the judicial police can be categorized as this under the substantive distinction and the relative distinction. So we'll look at the substance of the difference and the relativity of the difference. Look at the substance. Judicial police, they are aimed at repressing offenses. What we mean by what we say when we say repressing, we mean there are all kind of measures that they take. They take repressive measures. What are repressive measures? Measures taken after an offense has already been committed. So if an offense has not been committed, you will not hear of a judicial police. So a judicial police only comes in after an offense has already been committed. So they take repressive measure. But now we look at administrative police. They take preventive measures. So you see the difference between preventive and repressive measure. Prevention and repression. The police authority that takes preventive measure, that is, prevent people from committing an offense. How can they prevent people from committing an offense? They give orders, they give commands, they pass order. Nobody should do this. All the citizens of Cameroon should do this. As a result, they are now prevent. By the time you boycott their order now, and you go ahead and go contrary to what they have said, now the people that will pursue you, they will take repressive measure against you now are the judicial police authorities. So let me now come out concretely. When we talk of administrative police authority, we are not only talking of those policemen that you see on the way wearing black, sometimes blue over blue black. Sometimes you see them with very nice uniform. They are not just the ones we call administrative police. We call them what? They can either be administrative police or judicial police. We'll talk of administrative police authority is that right from the President of the Republic. The President of the Republic is an administrative police authority. The Prime Minister, head of government, is an administrative is an administrative police authority. It's a police authority. The Minister of Territorial Administration, Minat, is an administrative police authority. The Minister of Secondary Education, Minister of State, Minister of Higher Education, Minister of Justice, Keeper of the Seal. All these people I'm naming, all the ministers, or they right down to what? Right down to the regional delegates, right? The governors, right down to the DO, the senior, the SDO, the DO, right down to the traditional rulers, now right down to the quarter heads. All these people have named, right from the president to the quarter head. They are administrative police authorities. They take preventive measure against the commission of offenses, against the commission of a crime. They are administrative police authority. You must understand this very well. You need to understand it very well. Now, why are they administrative authority? They are the ones that take those preventive measures. You will see today we have presidential decree, we have a presidential ordinance, we have a ministerial order. The minister will say this, the minister will say that. For example, just recently, I think just about a few days ago, the Minister of Territorial Administration, at first, he first of all signed a document to ban, anyway, let me not mention it, to ban some people. Yes, and later on, he uplifted the ban. All these things he's an administrative police authority, and he is taking those decisions, those orders, in order to prevent the commission of an offense. Now, by the time he has taken those measures, you go ahead and commit the offense, what happens to you is the judicial police now that will pursue you. So the judicial police authority now are those police authority who pursue, who go after those who have committed crimes, those who have committed offenses. They will go after them, they will pursue them, they will arrest them, then they will bring them before the competent authority for the authority now to give them adequate sanctions. So these ones now we call them judicial police authority. We can now look at what? The relativity of the distinction. The relativity of the distinction between administrative police authority and judicial police authority. There is a community of personnel between administrative and judicial police. And police operations can be versatile. Now, let me come out with something. um I think maybe you have ever come out on the road and you see, especially when there's traffic, you will see a policeman standing in the middle of the road, especially at the roundabout. You will see a policeman standing there. He's showing direction. You will show to this direction, they should stop. All the cars, all the trucks, all the bikes, everybody on that road, they will hold on except pedestrians. And then he will show to these other people to come and pass, and they will pass. What is the person doing? This person is doing what? Is maintaining law and order. And how is the person maintaining law and order? This person is taking preventive measures against the commission of an offense. So is this person an administrative police authority or a judicial police authority? It is simple. This person is an administrative police authority. Why? This person standing in the middle of the road controlling traffic is taking measures to prevent the commission of an offense, to prevent you people from having accident, to make sure that you people flow from one particular direction, and then you stop, another direction will come and pass, to prevent more traffic and accident. So at that particular point in time, this policeman is acting as an administrative police authority. But now something happens, because some of you Cameroonians, you don't have hate. When they will show you stop, you come and pass. Now, when you come and pass, you have now committed an offense. You have already committed an offense. The administrative police authority was there to prevent the commission of offense, and then they show you stop. But since you think you are busier than the policeman standing at the roadside, you come and pass. By the time you come and pass now, that police authority there, who was acting as an administrative police authority, may pursue you and arrest you and bring you before the competent authority to be punished. By the time this police authority is now pursuing you to arrest you, he or she is now acting as a judicial police authority. Because before, he was acting as administrative police authority, and you came, you disobey, you pass, you committed the offense. Now he is pursuing you. He is now taking what? Repressive measures against you. Now he's acting as a judicial police authority. And also, when we are talking of police authority, we're not only talking about people in uniform. We're not only talking of, like I cited already, right up from the president of the republic, right down to what? The quarter heads. All of them, they are administrative police authorities. And then judicial police authority, now we have them in numbers. Of course, we have the police force that you know about. We will have the police force. The police, most often they act as what? They act as judicial police authorities. Most often. Now, in given occasion, you will see them participating as administrative police authorities, like in the cases I've already named to enlighten your mind. Then now, still talking about judicial police authority, we can name a few. We can name the police force, the gendarmes. The gendarmes are the judicial police authorities. The policemen, you see, they will knock your door with an arrest warrant from the state council, and they will tell you that I'm afraid you're under arrest. You're under arrest. I advise you to be quiet, because anything you say here now will be used against you in the court of law. They arrest you, they show you an arrest warrant, they arrest you, they bring a search warrant, and they search your house. And if they find anything suspicious, they arrest you. You see, most often they are acting as judicial police authorities. But in some circumstances, you find them acting as administrative police authorities. So I've explained. So now in section 2, we're supposed to be looking at administrative police authority, but I've already explained everything about who an administrative police authority is. And now you know. You know that administrative police authority, they are determined by text that outline their attributions. Like they take preventive measures. Yes. And how do you know that this person is an administrative police? You know it by what the person is doing, the actions that the person is taking. Sometimes you see even a civilian during traffic. You know there's there's taximen trade union. Yes. And so, when there's a lot of traffic and there's no policeman around, you see that a particular taximan may park his taxi and come and stand by the roadside to be controlling his fellow colleagues to be passing. At that time, this taximan is acting as what? An administrative police authority, as he's controlling that traffic like that. But by the time he is done there, he cannot arrest. He will not arrest. He's not a police. He's not a judicial police authority. He can only help. I help you. Sometimes you see the road is bad, and a civilian will come and stand and be helping people to be passing on the other way. Maybe be directing people to be passing that way. That he's playing the role of an administrative police authority and so on. Now, under administrative police authority, another thing you need to understand is their competence. Their competence. When we talk of competence, we talk of area of relevance. In which kind of area can you showcase? I'm the father of the house, but I'm the father of my own house. I cannot come to your house and then begin to play father of the house. How? I cannot come to your house and then I begin to say, no, you cannot enter here after 6 p.m. I'm in your house. So your own rule abide. In my own house, I'm the father of the house. So it's just like that. Police authority, they have their areas of competence. You need to understand that. They are administrative police authority with national competence. We have administrative police authority with local competence. We have administrative police authority with special competence. This is how we classify them. Three categories. We have national competence, we have local competence, and then we have what? Special competence. So when we say national competence, it's just easy for you to understand. These are administrative police authority whose decision is applied in the entire nation. Their decision is applied everywhere. If they take a decision today, this mostly comprised of the central government here in Yaoundé. For example, the decision of the President of the Republic is applied nationwide. The decision of the Prime Minister is applied nationwide. The decision of the Minister of Territorial Administration is applied nationwide. The decision of the Minister of Justice and Keeper of the Seal is applied nationwide. The decision of the delegate for national security, the delegate general for national security, is applied nationwide. The decision of the minister delegate in charge of defense is applied what? Nationwide. So these are administrative police authority with national competence. With national competence. So when we're talking about this, we refer to the central government in Yaoundé. Yes. And any decision they take is applied throughout the national territory. Then we now have administrative police authority with regional and local competence. Now we are talking about those administrative police authorities whose decisions are being applied in a particular area only in a particular area. So when I'm talking about their competence is being applied only in a particular area, we can talk of the decision of the governor. The decision of the governor of the central region, how does it affect the people in Southwest? It does not affect them. The decision of the governor of the northern region, of the north region, the Garoua, it does not affect the people in Yaoundé at all. It only affects the people in Garoua. So, le gouverneur a dit que on ne sort pas à partir de 18h. Tout le monde reste à la maison. That's his decision. Everybody stay in the house. But in Yaoundé, we walk till midnight. That's not an issue. You understand? So it does the decision of such persons, it is applied in their area of competence. It is only applied in their area of competence. So we refer to regional and decentralized entities. For example, when we talk of decentralized collectivities, we are talking about the councils. Yes, the councils. The decision of the mayor is applied in his. If he's a city mayor, his decision will be applied in that city. For example, let's say for example like Limbe, the decision of the city council in Boya, for example, is going to be applied in Boya, just in that Boya town. That's all. The decision of the mayor of Yaoundé 6 will be applied in the municipality of Yaoundé 6, and that's all. It cannot extend. That's his area of competence. So this is what we mean by administrative police authority with regional and local competence. And of course, we can now look at administrative police authorities with special competence. Now, when I say special competence, these are administrative police authorities that are given a special role to play. Their decision affects a particular area of life. For example, education. For example, health. For example, transport. I think you get. There are two scenarios that should be considered here. When competition, before I go there, let me explain. You understand the meaning of administrative police authority with special competence. For example, now, let's say the minister, the regional delegate, the regional delegate for public health in a particular region. His decision is applied in that region, but only in the domain of health. His decision is not applied nationwide. When there is anything concerning health, you will see Dr. Manauda Malashi, Minister of Public Health, will call for the various regional delegates. They will come and he will tell them, as from now, we need to do this, we need to do this. This is how we are going to operate now. They will go back now. You the regional delegate for the center region, you will now call your various divisional delegates. They will now come and you also give their own instruction. They will now carry it. They will now go to their various divisions. They will call their sub-divisional delegates. They will come, and then he will also pass the decision to them that we had a meeting with the minister, and this is what happened. He said this. As a result, in my own subdivision, you people will always do like this. This is how we operate. This is how we operate. This is what we will do. So that is it. This is what I mean by special competence. But I'm not going to end there because there is something to be noted. What should we note? Yeah, before we go to regulation of power, limitation of power, there is something I want you to know. There are some times that we have clashes of decisions. The decision of one authority can clash with the decision of another authority. That's what we mean by competition. That's what we mean by competition. A minister can take a decision here, and when a minister takes a decision, you will see maybe a minister will take a decision now, and then the governor of a particular region takes another decision that's contrary to the ministerial decision. So the question now is, which one will be applied? So the first thing is, we look at the hierarchy. We simply look at the hierarchy. So competition may occur between General Administrative Police Authority and Special Administrative Police Authorities. It can also occur between administrative police authority with national competence and those with regional and local competence. But now from here in hierarchical order, you can already say it. If how can you be thinking that the president will decide, then the governor will decide, and they were taking the decision of the governor? How what do you think? No way. So here we just follow hierarchy. If the decision of the president is contrary to the decision of the minister, first of all, that means the decision of the president has cancelled the decision of the minister or the governor. So we apply the decision of the president of the republic, le président de la république, chef d'état, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. If the decision, now the problem is going to be here. If the decision of a minister is now contrary to the decision of a governor, whose decision will be applied here? I want you to answer this question. By the end of the lesson, I want you to answer it and then you submit, because I know you will feel what you are thinking about is not the correct answer. Let me first of all tell you, but like that, what you are thinking about is wrong. So just answer it and then tell me your own reasoning. So when it comes to that kind of question, I'm answering already. That's how I am. I'm already answering. When there is a clash between the decision of an administrative police authority with special competence and an administrative police authority with general competence, it is the decision of that one with the general competence that will prevail. You understand? So now the minister has a special competence. He has a national competence and a special competence. His decision is applied only in a particular scenario, in a particular area of life. Now he can take a decision and the governor of a particular region say, no, we will not apply this one in this region, and that's it. That's how it will happen. So it's a decision here, is a decision of the governor that will prevail. This one is an exception here. It's a decision of because the governor has a general competence, but the minister has a special competence. Those are a little things for you to know. Okay, and then just shortly after, then let's look at the limits of power. We'll look at the limits of power. What are the things that limit the power of an administrative police authority? We have one, the principle of legality. The principle of legality is to the effect that the administration must always act in accordance with the law. So any act that the administration take or an administrative authority takes that is contrary to the law, that decision, if it reaches the administrative court, that decision is going to be cancelled. As a matter of fact, we have administrative police authorities who are being taken to court on daily basis, and their decisions are being cancelled. And how do you see it? A minister will take a decision and then you take the minister to the administrative court and his decision is cancelled. Just imagine, it's a slap on the face. So no administrative authority will like that it should happen to him, even though it's happening. Mayors every day, the mayor of this, the division officer, the SDO, they are cancelling their decision anyhow. Simply because, number one, what? They did not act with respect to the law. That is, it was not a lawful decision. So if you take a decision as an administrative authority, you must make sure that it is in accordance with the law. That's what we mean by the principle of legality. You as the administrative authority, you must always act in accordance with the law. Then now, number two, the second limitation we'll talk on is the administrative judge. The administrative judge, that is administrative control. The control of the administration. Administrative control is the control of the administration. And in Cameroon, we have an administrative court. So administrative police authorities, sometimes they will not act anyhow they want to act. because they know that if they do what is not right, they will be dragged to the administrative court and they will be given justice. You understand? So the administrative judge exercising control over administrative police authorities. That is, he will examine the legality of their actions. They will examine the necessity. This thing, was it even necessary? You are saying that human beings should not leave their should not be outside after 6 p.m. But some of these people is at 6 p.m. they start working money. So was it even really necessary that this thing should? The administrative judge will look at the necessity of the act. Was it really necessary for this act to be taken? Yes. And then he will look at appropriateness. Is it now is necessary, but is it even appropriate to take it this way? So you see, the administrative judge will look at all this kind of aspect. As a result, because of this now, an administrative authority will always try to act in accordance with the law, so that, and he will always examine the necessity of anything before he goes ahead to do it. So that's the judicial control of the administration. So a point you have noted is the fact that there can be conflict. There can be conflict between the decision of administrative police authorities. For example, a clash between the decision of the governor and the minister, the decision of the regional delegate and the regional delegate and the governor, and so on and so forth. So the first thing you need to know is that if there's a clash, any clash between an administrative police authority with national competence and that one with a regional or local competence, it is the decision of the administrative police authority with national competence that is going to prevail. 2. If there is any clash between the decision of an administrative police authority with a general competence and that one with a special competence, is the decision of that one with the administrative police authority with a general competence that is going to prevail. And then now there are 3 exceptions. I think I presented the exceptions to you people. I presented the exceptions. So I'll say that we are done for today's class. Thank you for taking the course, and then I'll be waiting for your questions. You ask your questions and then we'll answer them all. See you tomorrow for another class, if I'll be the one to lecture.